My name is Chris, and best way to describe me is just your average, everyday, normal guy.
Chris Kors is a 43-year-old construction worker, but in the summer of 2014, he was a San Francisco police officer working the Castro district when residents started snapping his picture and posting it on social media with the nickname Hot Cop of the Castro.
It was fun. I mean, I was having fun with it. I was just trying to, I guess, spin it in a positive way if I could.
Those local blogs led to international coverage.
So you know that hot inmate that everyone was talking about? Now there's Hot Cop.
CNN, the BBC, the Daily Beast. Kors rolled with it, using his sudden fame to get modeling jobs and help raise money for charity. Then, November 2015, Kors drove his orange Dodge Charger up Broadway with his brother and a friend after a night out. He had the green light, but two pedestrians stepped into the road. They suffered serious injuries from the impact.
I feel terrible that two people were seriously injured that night, and it'll forever haunt me.
Kors ran from the scene, leaving his brother and friend, who happened to be a doctor, to attend to the victims. He turned himself in hours later. Investigators could not reliably test Kors for alcohol or drugs. A jury convicted him. 2 felony counts of hit and run. He served 4.5 months in jail, most in Marin County because of the case's notoriety.
It was one hell of an experience.
Was it tough? I mean, you were in solitary the entire time.
Being separated from family and friends that long, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Kors appealed his conviction on a technicality but failed. The case is over. But he refused to talk about the central issue, even though he requested this interview and told me before that nothing was off the table.
Your appeal's done. You've already served your time. I mean, why can't you answer that basic question about, why did you run away from the scene?
Because my lawyer specifically told me not to talk about it just yet.
But his lawyer offered an explanation why Kors ran in recordings of his closed-door disciplinary hearing before the police commission. Jim Lassert said a crowd gathered at the scene right after the accident and recognized Kors as Hot Cop of the Castro.
There was a hot cop, get him comments, and he left. He did leave the scene, and he did it in fear.
Kors is now battling the police commission for a recording of the deliberations in which they decided to fire him. He also claims this recording of the first part of the hearing has been altered.
He's not on any paid status. He's,
Your client called 911?
Pardon me?
That sound is a glitch, Kors says, the place where the commission deleted a section of the recording and altered the transcript accordingly.
They're the official record. And when you start altering the official record, you start fabricating your own truth.
Kors is pursuing the issue with the city's public records office. At this point, the police commission refuses to provide a recording of the panel's deliberations. The recording of the first part of the hearing provided to Kors ends this way.
Even if
Excuse me, we need to have the deliberation on the record here.
Okay, so even if he wins the appeal,
wait,
are we on the record?
Reported no,
We're not?
she stepped out.
Oh, we're
Reported no,
we're not?
she stepped out.
Oh, we're
Reported no,
we're not?
she stepped out.
I pressed Kors about his endgame. He says he's not considering any kind of lawsuit.
I really just want to influence a change in transparency and government ethics.
Are you hoping to work as a police officer again?
I'll say this, no. They could offer me season tickets to the 49ers red zone seats. I would still turn them down, and I love going to 49er games, so that's a big deal.